What's going on, YouTube? Yeah, this is that smirk again. So, two recent, I don't know if they're subscribers yet or not, or whatnot, but two recent commenters, two people left a comment on videos in regards to a Sigma and something to do with 1111. And I'm learning, right? But I found a video that speaks about this. And man, maybe a Sigma and an INFJ is one and the same. I don't know. It sounds to me like this takes it to the next fucking level, because I've yet to hear any INFJ people say what this lady says. Just saying. And this video that I'm about to share with you, because I don't know how to share a link, so we're going to do it my way, right? Like Sinatra said. Screams at me. And you'll see why. It's just fucking mind-blowing. So anyway, without any further ado, let's check out some Sigma. Now, this is this young lady's channel. I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Here we go. Right? That's her channel. Down at the bottom is the video I got keyed up. Are you a Sigma? Well, guess what? You watch my videos and then you tell me, am I a fucking Sigma? All right, here we go. You ready?
Louisa. It might be a bit bright here, so I'm going to put my sunglasses on. It's currently almost 40 degrees in Queensland today, so it's pretty hot, and it's also quite windy on and off, so hopefully I've shielded.
Yeah, she's kind of rambling.
Enough.
Well, maybe I should do this.
Okay,
huh?
So
this is
what I wanted
fucked
to
up.
talk about today is the Sigma personality type. So there's a few different ways that you can talk about personality types, and I've done a few videos on INFJ personality because that's what I know.
So I'm assuming she's INFJ.
So under the Myers-Briggs personality typing, there's 16 personality types. And you can have a look for your personality type. You can do the test. It's quite easy, and if you're anything like me, you'll just get the same personality type over and over.
By the way, I've never taken the fucking test, to whom it may concern.
Even though the tests
I just know what I know.
site to site. So I'll link one in the description box below, and you can check that out. But there's other ways of describing personality, and one of those ways is sort of, if you talk about like the pack mentality. Human beings are essentially pack animals, but we're a little bit more complicated than your average wolf pack, which is kind of what the personality types are based on when they talk about a pack dynamic. I do want to say for the record that this is basically pseudo-psychology. So
I've said that.
Really,
right. A lot of people don't believe in it, but if you're one of us...
But it is interesting and informative in a lot of ways,
legit.
So I think it has value. And it does usually bear out as well. So if you think of personalities in terms of like a wolf pack, there's a few different, I guess, roles within the pack.
Well, here we go. That's better.
The
Now
most
I can
obvious
get
one is
comfy.
the alpha, and then there's the betas and the omegas. There's a few others in there, but for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to go into those. The most common dynamic that's usually referred to is the alpha and the beta, and so the alpha is generally the leader of the pack, and they like to be dominant, they like to be in charge, and the betas are the subordinates in a way, or the second in command sometimes. It depends on how complicated you structure a pack dynamic. And then there's others like the omegas.
Hang in there, it'll get better, I promise.
Scapegoats of the pack.
But she's getting
today
there.
I wanted to talk specifically about the Sigma.
Here we go.
Generally speaking, in a wolf pack, the Sigma is like a teacher. And as such, as a teacher, they impart wisdom to the younger members and help the pack in developing.
Impart wisdom to the younger members, right? When I said my analytics tells me 75% of the people that watch my videos are men between 25 and 40. Right around 30, 35. So what she's saying is me trying to help some of you youngsters. When I say youngsters, motherfucker, I'm almost 60. So if you're 35, you're a fucking youngster. Sorry. Anyway, to keep you from making my mistakes, right? It's the same shit she's saying. Here we go again.
So Sigmas often resemble alphas in a lot of ways. They have a lot of leadership qualities within them, but they have no desire to lead. They're not really interested in being responsible for the other members of the pack. They're mostly interested in creating a pack that's almost comprised of independent members, which is why they're really good at teaching, because
a tribe that consists of independent members. My little fucking misfit island, I always said there would be no boss. Yeah, I may own the fucking property, but whoever came out and stayed and all that kind of shit, everybody would have their own spot. It would be their own thing. And if everybody threw in, of course, you own your own shit, but it's what I've been trying to put together for 10 fucking years.
they really want other people or other members of the pack to be self-sufficient.
Exactly.
So they make excellent teachers, and
I've taught many.
They really
apprentices,
care
sheet metal
deeply
apprentices,
about the pack, even though they are sort of always on the outside of it.
Fucking
So
A.
the Sigma personality is a little bit of an enigma or an anomaly within the pack, because they don't need the pack, not the way that the pack needs them.
Fucking A.
A Sigma is a very caring and useful member of the pack. They're usually very intelligent, very good at figuring things out and developing systems, and then teaching that to people.
Done it my whole life.
And their main driving motivation is to make a difference.
Fuck.
So they're not interested in power or prestige or recognition or material gain. They're actually interested in the betterment of the pack.
Here's an example. First time the boss on the job, union sheet metal worker, approached me about being a foreman and running a crew. I said, no fucking way. I don't want the responsibility. I just want to do my job, dude. And he said, look, man, you're a natural. I need you, blah, 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 blah. It'll be easy. You'll get help, this, that, and the other thing. And so I was like, all right, fucker. So I took it on. And it was easy. I was a natural. He was right. Because I know how to treat people with respect. When you were working on my crew, you hung your fucking self. I didn't ride you. I didn't bitch at you. I didn't yell at you. But when the boss said, who do you want to let go? I always told him the dead weight went first. Just saying. Back at it.
So outwardly, to a lot of other people, they look like they lack ambition, which isn't necessarily
I've been told that.
true. They just don't have the same priorities as most other people.
Exactly. Where's the middle finger?
It's not that they don't have ambition. They just don't have ambition within a pack dynamic. So they're not looking for power. They're not looking for material gain. What they're looking for is freedom and
Fucking A
autonomy.
right.
That's one of the things that they prize most.
Freedom and autonomy.
And one of the other things that they prize most is fulfilling their creative endeavors and
My teepee
experiencing
and the creek.
different aspects of life. So they tend to be people who travel, are artists. They love to be creative, and they love to be
I love to build
free
shit.
to do their own thing whenever they feel like it. So a Sigma doesn't need permission, and they don't need approval from members of the pack.
Ain't that the
What
fucking
they
truth?
want is autonomy.
Fucking
They're
A.
also generally not afraid of being ousted from the pack.
Nope.
They've actually lost that fear usually quite early on in life. Generally speaking, for most people, one of the biggest fears is being rejected. And
I don't give a fuck about being booted from the tribe. I don't. Never have. And as a matter of fact, I ran. So what she's saying is spot fucking on again. I'm telling you, you can't make this up. And no INFJ videos I watched ever hit on as many things as she has so far. Listen. Oops. Fuck, come on now.
And being abandoned by society and by their pack and their pack system. For Sigmas, that's not really something that they're afraid of because they've already been through that particular baptism of fire at some point in their lives, and
I ain't afraid.
They've conquered it. So for most people, when it comes to that situation where if they step out of line or if they stick their neck out in any way, they're going to be ousted. They tend to either withdraw or
I just got done withdrawing.
Grip tightly to that lifeline, to that pack support structure. And so most people are very, very tightly gripped on the pack. But for the Sigma personality type, they are actually prepared to let go.
Fucking A right, I already let go.
Let go. So,
shit.
One of the main reasons why someone will choose to do that instead of doing what most other people do, which is gripping tighter, is because they're actually quite secure in their own ability to land on their feet.
Done it my whole life.
And that's kind of the secret of the Sigma personality type is when you're talking about most people in a pack dynamic, you're talking about them as a wolf pack.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Sigma is they're not a wolf. They're actually a lion. They grow up in the wolf pack, but they're not wolves. And they know that. They
can't make this up.
Different. They know that they're not like everyone else. And usually for at least the first portion of their life, they are trying to fit in with the pack.
Watch my old stuff. I've said that exact thing.
It never quite works out.
And it never did work out.
One of the biggest reasons why the Sigma always struggles is because in the pack dynamic, there's supposed to be a hierarchy, and you can't really tell a lion what to do. A lion can work with you. A lion can cooperate and be friendly and everything, but a lion is still a lion, and they're not really going to be able to
That's why I don't talk to my brother right now. I told him, don't tell me what to do.
And they're always that little bit too powerful to ever really have a tight leash on them. So generally speaking, a lion tends to just manage itself. I'll get into the whole pride dynamic in a little bit. But ultimately, they're not really afraid of walking on their own.
Nope.
Like, what does a lion really need to be afraid of? So if you think of the Sigma personality in terms of being similar to Leo in astrology, it
kind of loses me on this.
Sometimes people kind of think that they're very egocentric, and that's certainly the shadow aspect of Leo. They can be prideful and attention-seeking and all of that, but again, that's the shadow version. That's not the real authentic version. Leo in astrology
INFJ people know what she's talking about.
And
I don't get all that
closely
shit.
related to the heart chakra. So if you think of it in terms of like having the heart of a lion.
This I get.
And that's actually why Sigmas are so valuable to the pack, is because they are all heart. And an alpha who knows how to work with a Sigma instead of trying to dominate them will get a lot out of that person.
I've been in that position at work.
Speaking, they do
get the right boss,
care.
we fucking gel. You're an asshole,
and that's the
fuck
thing.
off.
If a Sigma leaves the pack, it's not because they don't care, it's because they have integrity. So they're guided by their heart, they're guided by their intuition. They generally have a really strong inner compass, which points them in the right direction at all times. And sometimes that goes against the pack. That heart and that inner guidance, it's not corruptible. It can't be bought because it's not greedy. It can't be It can't have its ego stroked because it's not vain. You
This
know,
is
if you think
so
about a
spot
lion,
on.
do you really need to suck up to a lion? They're not interested. So for a
No,
Sigma,
I'm not.
it's possible for them to work with an Alpha who has a lot of ethics.
Yeah.
And
Good
a
luck
Sigma
with
can
that,
be a
Jonio.
very valuable member of society, either when they are allowed to have their own autonomy or if they are working with an Alpha that has a lot of integrity. However, the thing about a Sigma
only
is
known
they
one
can
Alpha that had
sometimes
integrity.
trigger people, especially if those people are operating out of their shadow and operating out of their ego. Because the sign of Leo is connected to the sun tends to shine a light on shadowy behavior. So it
You
makes
shady
people who are
motherfuckers,
operating in a
man.
very
Johnny's
shady
got a
way
light for you.
quite uncomfortable. Sigmas aren't afraid to be truthful. They're not afraid of the truth because they
I
always
just
live
made a
in
video
truth.
about being too honest.
So inauthentic people don't like them because they're very
Is that the truth?
confronting and they're not controllable. Because a Sigma usually operates with very high integrity, they don't really have skeletons in the closet. So
It's true.
Alphas or people who are trying to have control, they don't usually have any shit on the Sigma.
You can't get me,
So the
bitch.
Sigma can't be blackmailed or bought or flattered.
So
And the
true.
other thing about Sigmas
Ain't no dirt
is
on
they
Johnny
will
O.
call you on your bluff. So if you're
Fucking
threatening
A, I
a
will.
Sigma with ousting them from the pack or
Bring it.
depriving them of money or anything like that,
Bring it. My
they'll call
pension.
you on it or they'll just walk away. Because
Yeah,
the
G,
thing about a
walk
Sigma
away.
is they're not afraid of losing you
Nope.
if you're not worth keeping.
Nope. Fuck no. Kick
Sigmas
rocks,
aren't
motherfucker.
afraid
You're
of
20
other
bucks to
people.
me.
They're usually
Right?
afraid of
Bronx tail.
themselves because they know that they're very powerful. They know that if they were to unleash their particular strength,
And done it.
they can do a lot of damage.
It's fucked,
so
but-
true Sigmas tend to try and make sure that they don't get angry in the
Yeah.
first place.
Told you I got anger
But
issues.
it
I'm
doesn't
trying
mean
to
that they're not
keep that in
capable of
check.
anger, and it doesn't mean that they're not capable of absolutely burning your empire to the ground if you cross them. But because they have all this power at their disposal, they tend to be very careful about it. So if there's like a Sigma in your life and they have chosen to walk away from you, you should definitely not push them because you'll probably regret it. So just to recap on the list of characteristics.
All right, it's already 17 fucking minutes. I doubt you guys made it this far, but I'm sure there's some INFJ people that got this far, no doubt. And I don't know what a Sigma is, but what she just described is Johnny O. Hands fucking down. I can't tell you how many fucking things she hit on. And once again, I never seen any INFJ video that speaks like this that nailed so many things about me personally right to the fucking T. I'm just saying. So, I'm down for some insight. The two cats that left the 1111 and the Sigma comment, shit, give Johnny O some fucking clues, will ya? Give me some breadcrumbs. I'm listening, right? I'm all about some wisdom. All right. Mad love and respect. What can I say? Go listen to this lady's video if you're into it, right? All right, you guys. Peace.